What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel for another 4K review. And this time, the newly released Scream 3 in special steelbook packaging. And this steelbook is actually pretty cool. Bright red, front and back. It's got a 3 on the front with some eyes. It's probably Neve Campbell's, Sydney. On the back, "You're not going anywhere, Sydney." Voice changer. Inside, lone 4K disc, and then a couple of the cast members. Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. Dewey! In 1996, Scream reinvigorated the horror genre with a fresh take on the slasher flick. That movie generated 5 of its own sequels, as well as countless knockoffs and wannabes. Though the Scream franchise, the quality's been going down over the years, this is still a worthy watch. That first movie, obviously it's the best. The second one's, almost as good, but not as good. And this one's probably 2 steps down from that. But like I said, it's still a worthy watch and worth your time. Years after the Woodsboro murders, Sidney Prescott lives in seclusion, off the grid where no one, especially Ghostface, can find her. She works for a women's help hotline, dealing with women in need over the phone. Meanwhile, those murders are big business for Hollywood, as they are now making Stab 3. All is well and good in the world until Ghostface kills Cotton Weary and his girlfriend, trying to drag Sidney out of hiding to no avail. Eventually, Sidney comes out of hiding once Ghostface starts killing cast members of the movie in the same order that they die in the script. Wow. Wow, that's so original. These movies spare no expense, bringing in known actors to help sell the story. In addition to Neve Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox, there is also Patrick Dempsey, Scott Foley, Lance Henriksen, Parker Posey, Patrick Warburton, and Jenny McCarthy. Everyone loved her in the 90s. One thing you can count on in a Scream movie is some comedic elements, and this movie is no different, offering several scenes of chuckles. Patrick Warburton is fresh off his Seinfeld fame, and he was great. It was also funny to see Randy return to give his rules for the 3rd film in the trilogy.
Trilogy rules. 1, you gotta kill her who's gonna be superhuman. Stabbing him won't work, shooting him won't work. Basically, in the 3rd one, you gotta cryogenically freeze his head.
One thing I noticed while watching this movie is there was a bunch of hit songs from the late 90s and 2000s, such as bands from Creed, Fuel, and even Slipknot. They really brought out the heavy hitters for this movie, and it was definitely noticeable. The 4K image looks great. This 23-year-old movie has never looked better. Colors were bright and vibrant. The black levels were very deeply black. Looked great. I'm always impressed in how these older movies look when they get a good 4K treatment. It is also in CinemaScope 235x1. The audio was DTS 5.1 HD. Sounds and effects made effective use of all speakers with good low frequency effects. The score by Marco Beltrami, who did the first 2 films, also scored this film. Sounded good as the first 2, delivering the key notes when necessary and adding to the suspension on screen. There are a bunch of special features on this disc, including a commentary track, deleted scenes, an alternate ending, outtakes, a montage behind-the-scenes clip, the Creed music video of What If, and several trailers. Not bad, actually, for having everything on the 4K disc. I saw this movie back in 2000 in the theater. I think I saw it on Valentine's Day, actually. I had a date. My thoughts on this film are the same now as they were back then. Each movie seems to go down in quality, but it's still a worthy watch. It loses the freshness. Those first 2 films are so good though, but collectors will like this. It's a really cool steelbook. It's special. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 for the entire presentation. Well, that's our 4K review today. Come back again. See what's next.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.